friends, I am here with Jordan and Taylor, two of my amazing second graders. They each just had a big bag of base 10 blocks and they're trying to figure out what number is represented in the bag. Looks like they're separating them right now into groups. So I'm going to take a break on this video and come back when they got a little further to show you their thinking. So is it easy yet? Okay, so you grouped it with your tens and your ones and your hundreds, right? But it's not easy yet, right?
No.
What can we do to make it even easier before we have to count?
We can make another 100 with the tens.
How many tens?
10 tens.
Okay, try. See how much you can make. I like your idea of grouping them. That'll make it even easier. Jordan, are you good at counting by twos? Yeah. I can see you grouping those by twos.
So I have 500.
Okay.
And if I have
I'm gonna
10,
move this out of the way for you
if I
ladies.
have another 10 tens, I could make another 100.
You can make another 100. Do you have another 10 tens?
Maybe.
12, 14, 16.
No, I don't have enough, so I would leave these on the side
Okay.
with the group.
21,
So I would have
2, 4, 6,
That made a bigger group, didn't it?
600.
24.
Show me how that's 600.
So here's one 100. Here's another 100.
So how much is that?
200.
Mhm.
And then if we add 2 more hundreds, it would be 400. And then we add one more, it would be 500.
Okay. Do you want to show that with numbers and your marker? Now that you've grouped those together, that you got 500 now?
500.
Ooh, that looks like a lot of counting. Was that easy to count? Do you think you can make it even easier?
10, 20,
No.
30,
Why not?
40, 50.
Because there's a whole lot of tens.
So how can I make it so it doesn't look like it's a whole lot of tens? Because I don't want to count all them tens. What can I do with those tens so I don't have to count so many? Because that's a lot.
1, 2,
Do 10 tens.
Why? Why does that make sense?
6, 8, 9,
What is 10 tens the same as?
12, 13,
10.
14,
Put 10 tens together and we'll see if we can figure out what's that the same as. Okay?
18, 19,
20.
20, 21,
20.
22.
Okay, there's 20. And now 3 tens makes what?
23.
Okay, hold on. Go back to 2 tens because you said you knew 2 tens was 20. Okay, so that's 20, right? Put another 10 with those 2 tens. Now, how many tens is that now?
30.
Is that 30 tens or 30 ones?
30 ones.
Okay, so how many packs of 10?
3.
Good. Okay, so 3 tens is 30. Put another 10 down. How many tens?
40.
Tens.
4.
4 tens makes 40, right? Do another 10.
5.
5 tens makes,
50.
okay. 6 tens makes,
60.
keep talking like that. 7 tens, you say it, Jordan.
70. 8 tens makes 80. 9 tens makes 90. And 1 tens makes 100.
Well, what's after 9 tens would be what?
10 tens.
10 tens makes 100.
Oh, no.
So now I don't have to count those anymore. I can count them as one group, right? Where can I put that, Jordan? Where can I put that? There you go. Stick it over there. That's a good idea. Do you think you can make another 100? Think you have enough? Investigate. See if you have enough. Put your 100 packs together, right, Jordan? See if you can make any more groups so that we don't have to count so much, because I don't want to have to count that much. What you got going on over here, Taylor?
I'm making more 10s so it can be easier to count my ones.
Oh, how many are in your tens that you're making?
80.
That's 80, but how many ones did you put together to
10
make?
tens.
10
Ones.
ones made one.
Group of 10.
Yes, and so now you're up to 80 or 8
Yes.
tens? All right,
Yes.
keep going. I wonder if we'll get to 100. Did you get all your 100 packs that you could get, Jordan?
Mhm.
How many 100 packs did you get? say? Let's just double check. Lift that one up so I can just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 100, right? And then you said this is 100, right?
Yes.
And then this is 100, right? And then this is 100, right? And then weigh those other 2 hundreds down. Oh my goodness, that's 600 right there. But now I don't feel like I have to count so much, right? You want to use your marker and write 600 down there?
So
Okay.
we actually have more than
What are you thinking next, Jordan?
70, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,
Do this.
90.
Okay, what can you do with those?
Make a pack of 10.
Okay, how many would you need to make a pack of 10?
10.
Yeah, see if you can make some 10 packs. And then, ooh, isn't this a 10 pack too? Bring that
Yes.
guy up here and we can put our 10. There you go.
70.
There you go. I like how neat you're working, Taylor. Gotta make sure you don't make mistakes. Tell me what you got now, Taylor. What do you see?
So I have 500s. I made 100 out of 10s.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had 7 groups of, I had 7 tens,
Mm-hmm.
and I had too many ones, so I made 2 more groups of 10.
Does this one look longer to you?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. There you go.
Yeah.
You good?
Mhm.
Okay. So then, how many do you have when you grouped those tens together after you made those 2 more tens?
Now I have 9 tens.
Which gives you how much?
90.
Good. It has that value of 90. Oh, I think. Is it easy now?
Yeah.
Okay. Use your marker. What's your value of your hundreds over there?
50. I mean
5.
500s.
You want to write 500s? Here, we can write it 2 ways. Here. Remember, I think we might have done this in class where we can put 5H, and that stands for
Yeah, that's what
500s. And then maybe underneath her picture we can put the value. That's 500. What do you think?
Mhm.
Okay. Right over here to this side.
So put 500.
We already did our 500, so then what's next? What's your next things that you grouped?
I have 90
Nine,
tens. 9 tens.
9 tens. So over here, let's write 90 for 9 tens. And that has a value of what?
90.
Yeah, so you can put your 90 under here. What else is left?
4 ones.
And you can put that over here. Put an O for ones. Okay. Right? That almost looks like 40, doesn't it?
Yeah.
With space, just put a space. Okay. Alright. Here, I'll write it out because I can tell why it's bugging you. It's kind of bugging me too. We just want our work to be clear, don't we? That's important. So then, did you get the same thing that you had the first time? Or
Well, I didn't think I was going to make 2 more tens, so
Mhm.
it would actually be at the end 4.
Oh, you were only 1 off, right?
Yeah.
Which way's easier to count?
That's hard.
When you make all those groups first, or when you don't make groups? What's easier?
Making groups.
Making those groups, right? So we made, what number is that?
594.
And we made it with
Hundreds.
how many,
500s, 9 tens, 4 ones.
right? And so now, remember I gotta always stretch your brain to get flexier, right? So now you know I'm gonna make you make it another way, right? What could you do to make it another way? What's your idea?
I
We
can
can
put,
check you out.
since I have
Can you shift a pack somewhere?
uh-huh.
Which pack do you want to shift first?
My ones.
Where would you shift them? You want to bring some more ones over there?
Mm-hmm.
You want to shift a 10 over there?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and shift the 10 over there and see if you can figure out that. All right, Jordan. Let's talk about what we got going on. We got our 600, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is a group of 10, right?
Yes.
And then this was a group of 10, right?
Yes.
Here, I think I have an idea.
Tens. Let's count how many ones I have.
Sometimes I'll do this to help me.
Okay,
Right.
So it's
And then,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
right?
8, 9,
Is that it? Finish that one off for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I like how you're counting to check and make sure. How much was in that last group, Jordan?
4.
In this last group here. Is there 10 there too?
Yes. 14.
Okay. So then, and then there's 4 ones. So, was this your first time or have you changed it since your first count?
I changed it.
Okay, so now you think it's 400. Read that number for me.
434.
And does that match your model?
Yes.
Show me where the 400s are.
Right here.
Well, what about the green ones? Do those count as hundreds now that we put 10 tens together? Is that the same as 100?
Yes.
So do they count as hundreds too?
634.
Okay, go ahead and change your digit in the hundreds place, your 4. You can change it to 6. So you did 5 hundreds, 8 tens, and 14 ones. Okay, try to shift it. Go back to what you had and try to do it another way. Put those tens back with your tens and try to shift to something else, like maybe 100. All right, so now you got 6 groups of 100, right, Taylor?
Yes.
I mean, sorry, right, Jordan?
Yes.
Now, in the tens place, you have a 3. So do you have 3 packs of 10? Show me that in your model. What about that one in your hand? Does that count as a pack of 10?
Yes.
Okay.
644.
Okay, go ahead and change your number then. Okay, so what do we need to, what can we remember to help it make sure we have the right number? What can we remember to do first?
You should. Okay, so
What did you do so that you wouldn't have to count as much?
I did a groups of 2s here.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started to put a 10
Mm-hmm.
in my hand. Then I did this. Then I had more ones left over.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got 644.
So making those groups, did it make it easier for you to figure out the number?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so let me get your marker real quick. We're going to write out what we did. So for 644, that was our number, right?
So now I don't have 90. So I have.
We did packs of hundreds, right?
Yes.
Mm,
Are you?
don't hurt yourself.
It's.
And we did packs of
spin chair.
tens, and we did packs of, y'all are not used to these fancy chairs.
I'm not.
Hundreds, tens, and ones, right, Jordan?
Yeah.
So when you made it this time, how many packs of how many 100 packs, how many 10 packs, and how many 1 packs did you pack? Fill that in.
I get a new marker.
Yeah, see if there's a better one in there. My markers are running out. Good. So what is the value of 600s, Taylor? I mean, Jordan, what's the value of 600s? What is it really worth?
600.
Yep. And what's the value of 4 tens?
40
And what's the value of 4 ones?
or 644.
Good. Okay, so then can I make it another way?
So 500.
Because you know I like to stretch your brain.
So I'm gonna count how many I have.
What if we moved a pack around somewhere else? What do you want to move? What if we put the 10 pack over here with the ones? What if we did that?
110, 120, 130,
Like this.
140.
Can we write, is that still going to be 644?
Yes.
Yeah? Let's write how we did it that time, okay? All right, so you know it's still 644, right, Jordan? But is it packed as 600s, 4 10s, and 4 1s? Or did I change the way that I packed it?
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70.
Right, so this group of 10 used to be over here with my 10s, right?
Yes.
But I shifted it over here with my 1s. So do I still have 4 10s in my 10s place?
No.
No. How many 10s do I have in my 10s place?
634.
Well, hold on. Okay, now look at your 1s place. You had 4, but now you have 10 and 4. What does that make?
2, 10, 8, 9.
Show me how you can count that. 10 and 4.
10,
Mm-hmm.
11, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Good. How many 1s do I have?
14.
So then right here, I can make that say 14 1s. So now you did 600s and 3 10s and 14 1s. Is that still 644?
Yes.
Yes, you sure? It's just packed a different way, right? All right, why don't you slide that 10 back to your other 10s? And then why don't we slide 100 somewhere and see what happens? What if we take 100 pack? Where can we put it? Put it with your 10s. Here, put it. You can put it underneath right here. I wonder how we will write that way. I want to see this one right here. Your 400s, 190 10s, and 4 1s.
Yes.
Can you show me that one?
Okay. So I took 100 away, so that would leave us 400, and then I add
400s, yeah. Okay.
and then I add all these to this.
And that got you to 190?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
So real quick, is it 190 1s or 190 10s?
190 tens.
I think it's 190 as a value.
Oh, this thing's small.
Count the packs of 10. How many 10s are here?
10 tens.
And then how many packs are here
10 tens.
to make 90? How much 10s make 90?
100.
Let's count our 10s. 10 10s, and then this is 1 10, 2 10s, 3 10s. Finish up like that.
3 10, 4 10, 5
I'm
10,
done.
6
Okay,
10,
I'm gonna come
7
check you
10,
out.
8 tens, 9 tens.
So then I have 10 10s here and 9 10s here, right? What's 10 10s and 9 10s? How many 10s would that be? How many packs of 10? You know 10 and 9? What's that?
19.
So then how many 10s? Is it 190 is the value, but it's the value of how many 10s?
19.
Yeah, there you go. So put your 19 10s. It was still the same number. It was just you were counting your 1s instead of your 10 packs, right? You're doing awesome. Excellent. See if you could do it another way. You're working on another way over there. All right, Jordan. So we shifted 100 over, right? And so now you have 500s and 4 10s and 4 1s. Show me the 500s so I can see it because I'm visual.
Right here.
Okay. Show me the 4 10s.
Okay.
Well, what else below that? Wait, didn't you shift over a 100 pack?
9.
So then,
So I only have
is that disappeared, or do we just have to count it as 10s now? Don't stress because you know that. How many 10s are in that 100? You know because you grouped them up. It's 100 1s, right? How many 10 packs do we group to make that? How many groups of 10 are in there?
5.
Count the groups of 10. Show me one group of 10. Say 1 10.
1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 10, 5 10, 6 10, 7 10, 8 10, 9 10, 10 10s.
Okay, so if you have 10 10s here and then 4 10s here, how many 10s is that?
What do I need to take away? What should I take
14.
Yes, 14 10s. Good, make that match. Why don't you shift 100 and a 10 and see what you would get? You want to try that?
Shift 100 and a 10?
Yeah, you want to try that?
14.
Okay. So then if you do 500 packs and 14 10 packs and 4 1s, does that still get you 644, Jordan?
Yes.
Yes, that's just another way to say the same number, right? Awesome.
Okay.
What's the tricky part to you?
Shifting 100 to a 10.
Mm-hmm. it's tricky sometimes. Like if I'm asking you to tell me like how many ones or how many tens, first you have to think about what size piece are you counting, right? Because if I'm asking you how many tens, then you can't just tell me how many ones, right?
Yes.
It's hard because you're counting not just by ones, you're counting groups. It's a little trickier, right?
Yeah, I feel you, Jordan. I'm struggling.
You're not struggling that bad. You guys are both doing great. It's tricky though, right?
Yes.
Because when you're trying to write, like you did it with 190, you guys know the value, right? And just, you have to remind yourself, what am I counting? So if I'm counting ones, that's going to be your value.
Yeah.
If I'm counting tens, I have to first find what does one 10-pack look like, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm not counting, one 10-pack actually has 10 things in it,
Yeah.
but I'm counting it as one pack. That's tricky, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's tricky, having to train your brain to go between. So just try to remember whenever we're asking to count, if it says tens, remind your brain, I'm counting packs of 10. And you guys can do it because I've seen you say like 1 10, 2 tens. And when you say that kind of stuff, it helps your brain remember what size piece you're counting.
The tricky part is if you don't have 10 tens, because it could help you a lot if you had 10 tens. Because if you put both of these together and say these were 10 tens, and I could put these two together, it would be 200.
Yeah, that would be easier, right?
Yeah.
So it's just tricky thinking about which size piece am I counting, and then the value of it is always going to be how many ones, right?
That was first grade stuff.
Yeah,
We're
but
in
you,
second grade.
yeah, y'all are killing it though. Just wait till we start doing our computation and you guys get to add big numbers and think about big numbers.
Ooh.
Yeah, all this work that we're putting in, thinking about numbers in different ways, you're going to be able to do some really, really cool strategies.